Hi friends, welcome to my channel ABC Code. In this session, I'll be working on a pipeline. It actually creates a Docker container and it uses that container as its node, and inside that node, it performs some work. This is the Jenkins master. This is one Jenkins local agent node. In general, Jenkins master used to request the Jenkins node to perform one task and return the value or return the artifact. In this case, we will create one pipeline that will request the Jenkins node to create one container. First, it will create the content. Then inside the container, it will perform the task, whatever has been mentioned into its stages. And all these task artifacts will be stored into the local node using volume mapping. Right? Now, how this can be done, what are the challenges here, and how can we address this thing? Okay. Let me explain in details. You can see inside the pipeline in the agent section, here I have used Docker, right? So in place of label, I have used Docker, and under Docker, I have used image is Alpine. Alpine is an Docker image, you may already know. Now I'm not giving any node's name or any label where my task will be executed. So inside the stages, I have defined only one stage here, given name as wget the Google. So here in this stage, it has one step that will actually download the google.com index file. So say wget download to google.com. Now I have one local node where it will be creating this container, and then it will connect to that container and request to that container to perform this work. Now let me show you. Okay, here it has a small part in the post which actually do the archive. Let this part away from the discussion. So let me show my Jenkins structure. What it is? Okay. See, we have two nodes. One is master, which has for which I have given zero executor, so nothing will be executed there. So I only have only say one existing local node or existing Jenkins node, which is actually a Windows system. It is actually a Windows system, and I have given a root directory for that nodes is this one. It's a Jenkins data node. So now, what will be happening? So when I'll be executing this pipeline, it will request this node because it has only one existing node. So it will request this node and to create a Docker container. And then once the Docker container will be created, then Jenkins will be requesting the Docker container to run this treatment, right? So let me run this pipeline. So it is using this local system node for which this is the root directory, and under which it has created one workspace, and under which it has created the directory for our job or pipeline name, right? And I can see there is a failure, and okay. So I think this structure, this folder structure I have already explained here. It is the root directory that I have mentioned, and while I have configured the local node, that is, and under that node, it has Jenkins has created one workspace, and under which it has created one folder for the job name, for the pipeline name, that is, right? Now, what the problem it is facing is error response from Devon. working directory, this directory is invalid. So this is the problem that I'm getting from here. This directory is invalid. Actually, if we think about our local system, I'm showing you this is a valid directory. So if I copy this path, I can say this is a valid directory. Same directory I have provided inside the Jenkins. Right? So if I copy the same thing at here, just to double check this thing. So above one is our actual directory, and this is I have got from the Jenkins. Okay, Jenkins data node. So path is correct. There is no doubt. And inside that it has workspace, inside the container node. Okay. Now the problem here, if we check in details, then you can see that volume mapping. It is doing a volume mapping. While it is doing the volume mapping, it is giving that the local system, local system where the Docker is installed, that system has this folder, and with this folder, it has linked this folder. Now, if we see our configuration, I am actually trying to create a container for Alpine. I'm trying to create a container for Alpine image, which is actually Linux flavor Linux, which does not, which cannot create a folder like this structure. So this is the problem with C colon and this structure it cannot create a folder. So 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 the problem here. So can't we create a Linux container using pipeline while my node is a Windows system? Using pipeline, if I want to create a Linux container and I want to use it as my final node where I'll be performing the job, so that cannot be done if my local node or the stable node from where I'm creating the container is a Windows system. In that case, we will face problem. So what is the way out for that? As a way out, while you are installing Docker, you need that WSL to be installed, right? So we'll be using the WSL. We'll be logging to WSL here in this folder like this way. So let me exit from it. So I have exited WSL. I was in this folder. Inside that folder, I have executed WSL. So it has taken me to the corresponding Linux flavored path. So if I keep this path as the root of my local system, I'm giving this path as the root of the local system. Okay. So this is actually whatever will be created, we can see from at this location under this folder, but I'm giving the path in a Linux way, Linux flavored way. Okay, so let me configure our local node. So I'm giving the path like this. Okay, I'm saving it. It's still showing that it is up, but actually it is connected to previous one. Previous one means this one. Actually, here I have actually executed the jar from this folder. Now if you see, My node is disconnected. My node is disconnected. Now what I will do, I will here, I have actually last time I have executed this thing. This time I'll be executing this command from my WSL terminal from the same folder. Okay, this is my okay. Let me show you what I have. See, I have the agent jar, cache and boxes. These all are actually created by previously created by the node. So I can delete everything. Yeah. So here I did some installation because my system did not has the Java installed. So I did this thing. So I can for your information you can see that thing that you may need to execute all this command to install Java at your WSL. So after Java install, you can run the jar file. Okay, here if you run the Java jar file, now it will be here full stack. Now it is connected. Now if we see that my local system is connected, but this node actually now my local system, the WSL is actually my local node. And if now I run the pipeline, if now I run the pipeline, let's see what happens. It has used the local system node, and under that it is creating the container. Okay, now see container has been created, and inside the container it has executed this www.google.com this thing, and it has downloaded this index file. Now it is now archiving this artifact. Okay, and now it has docker stop, and then it has removed that container and images. Okay, so this was the thing I was trying to explain here. So you may be facing this type of problem as your local machine is Windows where you have installed Docker and you are trying to do this type of thing. Okay, one thing I would like to show you inside this. See here we have this index.html, right, on the same folder. It was not, now it is. Okay, so I hope it was helpful and it will be helping you whenever you are trying to do this type of. Bye for now. See you again.